detail about this new $500,000 EIDL loan increase program. The SBA has started sending in the emails on this $500,000 EIDL loan increases. I'm going to cover what are the requirements of these loans, what are the terms of these loans, action steps that needs to be taken, and what documentation you may really need for this loan. So stay tuned, listen until the end of this video. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Minal Babaria. I'm the CPA and I'm known for helping business owners get the maximum of the disaster relief funding available to them. So without further delay, let's get started here. So what is this new EIDL loan about? And for many of you who are kind of wondering, is this a legitimate email coming from the SBA? Yes, that is a legitimate emails that SBA have started rolling out since yesterday. And this new program began on April 6th, which is yesterday. And so some of the terms of this loan is going to be something like this. It's $500,000 loan with 24 months of working capital, whichever is less. And it's again 30-year fixed loan, 3.75% interest rate. You have about 24 months of the payment for the deferral period. Again, this is the loan which is not going to be forgiven like PPP loans. So there is no forgiveness here. And the rules are very, very strict how you can use these funds. Now, the maximum loan that you can get is either 24 months of working capital or $500,000, whichever is the lesser. And for many of you who know, like we have been in this journey for almost about a year. Last year in March 2020, SBA rolled out, this EIDL program under the CARES Act. And as we all know, SBA have been notorious in changing this program again and again. So initially this program was meant to be for $2 million. They reduced it and kept it to $150,000 per business owner. And then in November, they came back and said, okay, you know what, we will give you 6 months of working capital or $150,000, whichever is higher. And which they again came back in February 2021 and said, okay, yep, no, we are not giving out highest amount. We will only give you 6 months of working capital or $150,000, whichever is less. So again, who have been in this journey know that these things have been changing rapidly, but something to be grateful about being in this country, that so many benefits have been offered and so much cash has been infused in the economy just to support these business owners. And so SBA kind of came up the last week of March and said, okay, we know that we are still not out of the pandemic. Year has already passed, and there are so many businesses who are still being impacted by this economic injury. So they kind of extended this EIDL program, and they said and came back, okay, we will give you 24 months of working capital or $500,000, whichever is lesser. So that's kind of a good deal. Now, going over what are the loan terms? What was the old loan term and what are the new one? So for the CARES Act, which was kind of enacted in March 2020, the SBA provided 6 months of working capital or $150,000, whichever is lower. With this American Rescue Plan or the new act, SBA came back and said, okay, you will get 24 months of working capital or $500,000, whichever is lower. So that kind of changes. So if you have already received $150,000 of EIDL loan already, you will only receive $350,000, whatever is the difference to make you whole for 24 months. Okay. And again, for many businesses, it could be full $500,000 when it comes to 24 months of working capital. For many businesses, it could be lesser than $500,000. So SBA will make judgment by case basis. The loan officer will reach out to you, once you have submitted all the documentation to find out where your business is and what you need in order to survive through the pandemic. The maximum loan amount, per the CARES Act available was $150,000. Right now, it's $500,000. CARES Act had set the payment terms of payment deferrals up to 12 months from the date you got the money in your business bank account. Now, with this new bill, you're going to get the payment deferrals of up to 24 months. So like if you are someone who got the first round of $150,000 back in April 2020, say for example, your 24-month window started from April of 2020. So your payments are deferred from April 2020 through April 2021 and then April 2022. So even though you're getting extra money now, you only get 12 months. You don't get full 24 starting from today. There is no prepayment penalty for either one of this loan, so which is a good thing. Per CARES Act, SBA, for the initial round of EIDL, SBA said they will require the collateral for any loans which are more than $25,000. Now, because these loans are going to be more than $25,000 for most of the businesses, you will require to provide the collateral. But SBA does not require any real estate collateral if your loan amount is below $500,000. No personal guarantees are required for the loans of up to $150,000. But if your loan amount exceeds $200,000, personal guarantees are required, especially from all the business owners who are 20% or more business owners. So the personal guarantees will be required as well. The way your loan amount or eligible loan amount is going to be calculated is the old formula was gross revenue minus cost of goods sold, multiplied by 6 months, divide by 12, because it was 6 months of working capital, not to exceed again $150,000. With this new formula, you will get 24 months of working capital instead of 6 months of working capital. Now, if you feel like, okay, this is again a loan. My business does not need $500,000. Don't budge about it right now. Get whatever you are getting right now. And then once you get the money, very next day or maybe in a month or 6 months, pay back whatever you don't need, whatever is extra. Because, if you are being approved for $500,000, say for example, and then you going back and forth with the loan officer and, kind of going, okay, I don't need 500, can you make it to 350 or 400, something like that? That is going to delay your process. You don't want to delay it. You just want to get it done. Get the money in hand, whatever is the extra money and you don't need it. Just pay it back. It's as easy as that. Paying money back to the SBA for the loan that you don't need is not very complicated. It's very straightforward. So that's there. Now, how do we get the maximum loan amount? If you never applied for the EIDL loan before, you can apply now. You still have time until 31st, which is December 31st. Using the new formula, any new loan applications will automatically be considered for $500,000 of EIDL or 24 months of working capital. And if you have already applied the EIDL loan, already got the money in your hand, then you have to wait to get an email from the SBA to apply for the increase. So the only way you can apply for these loans is if you got an invite from the SBA. And SBA is kind of rolling out these invites in phases. What are the next steps? I know many of you reached out to me saying, okay, we don't know what are the next steps. And these emails, which are actually coming from the SBA, kind of looks so fictitious, right? As if it's a fraud or something. So to go over that, I just wanted to say these emails are coming from COVID EIDL Increase Request, sba.gov. Let's see if I can pull out one of the email here on my side. So these emails are coming from, here it is, it's coming from SBA, and it says, according to our records, you received COVID-19 economic injury disaster loan, and it goes over in detail what is required and what not. It does say here that, please be advised that for loan amounts over $25,000, SBA will continue to take security interest in business assets, evidenced by General Security Agreement and UCC filing. SBA will also require an unsecured personal guarantee for loan amounts over $200,000 from any individual with 20% or more ownership. Real estate collateral will not be required. So once you get this email, what you have to do is respond to COVID EIDL increase request at sba.gov. Make sure that your email is sba.gov and put in the subject line EIDL increase request for your loan application number. Make sure you are putting in your loan application number, which is going to be a 10-digit number. And in the subject of the email, put in your business name, business address, loan number, application number, owner name, and phone number. Do not share any other documentation besides this information. Okay, I know you may feel like giving more information might be helpful. In fact, you are delaying your case. Just give what SBA is asking at this point. Do not give anything extra, nothing less. And again, sending out too many emails is not going to put you top of the radar. You are going to, get responded in a first come, first serve basis. Wait for the follow-up email from the SBA for the next steps again. At this point, no one has idea what to expect from the SBA in terms of next steps. But, these funds are available first come, first serve basis. No duplicate emails or applications will be allowed for any business. So if you've already applied for the loan, you cannot apply again now with the new application. My suspicion is that SBA may ask for projected working capital or projected working capital funds that are required for the next 24 months. They may ask for projected financials or something like that. I'm pretty sure that SBA will require and will definitely ask for a board resolution or an hazard insurance. Depending on the type of the entity structure you have, you may be requested to send out a board resolution approving, getting this loan for your company. So make sure you have that. And the next thing that the SBA will require is documentation. Again, many of this you have already submitted, and many of it SBA will require again because, things change. It's been almost a year. Within a year, a lot of things change with so many businesses. There may not have been much changes in your side, but it is very well possible someone have added new partner or changed the entity structure, operating agreement change, business name change. So a lot of things happen. So SBA will definitely require lots of documentation. The goal here is to submit as much accurate information as possible because these loans are on first come, first serve basis. Now, I expect from the SBA. But if you have found this information helpful, and if you have any friend or a business owner who could be suffering from this pandemic and could use these disaster funds, share this video with them and like and subscribe to our channel. I would really love it. Help out other business owners in this pandemic as much as we can.